Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Lulu, and today I have super exciting news. I recently just came back from a convention called San Japan. It's in San Antonio. I absolutely love going to San Antonio, especially in downtown. There's always a lot of scenic views and a lot of opportunities to take cosplay photos. And the con's always super huge, and I'm always had a fun time there. They have a huge arcade area with like rhythm games and arcade cabinets, and the vendor hall is super huge. But honestly, I was not expecting to get anything from the con, but this is why this video is made. I'm super excited to show you guys the figure I got and finally take him out of his box jail, because he is absolutely perfect, and it should be, if you love Blazblue, you gotta get this figure. First, I want to show off the box design itself. And if you don't know, this is Hazama from Blazblue, and specifically he's from Central Fiction or Chrono Phantasm. I think that's what the title is, but on the logo itself is Central Fiction. And I am so happy to receive this. I actually been looking for him for a while, and a year ago he used to be like almost like $1,000, 100,000 yen or so. Slowly over the years he's been decreasing, but still very rare to find in general. And he was a Ami and Arc System exclusive. So if you pre-order from Ami, you get an acrylic stand, and if you order from the Arc System website itself, you received a bonus item plus a bonus additional headpiece, which that was my ideal pickup. And from what I found, he is barely on Yahoo auction. I search almost every day, so I could not find him. I also always check out my figure collection, his page, just to see if there is any update or anybody selling it, but usually it comes up nothing. Hazama came out in January 2019, and he retailed for 17,000 yen, and his price basically skyrocketed from there. A year ago, I saw a listing for Solaris for 100,000 yen. He was crazy expensive, low stock, and I think at that time, I think not a lot of people actually pre-ordered or bought the figure, so there is not many like in the wild in general. Usually eBay is my first place to look, just to kind of scope out what's the current price for him, and they have him on there, but unfortunately the listing on eBay only shows the official photos and not the actual physical box they have themselves. And in the description they never mentioned if he had his bonus or not, so I was super happy to actually get him at a con, so no shipping costs, and he has all the extra exclusive bonus, and I'm really happy to show him off. And ta-da! here's the box, and I've taken out the blisters just so you can see the inside. And it doesn't have his official artworks, but just his figure photos. Here in design, very green. And I got this basically brand new. A few dents in the corners, but he was unopened, and I believe the dealers only opened him from the bottom, but the top is perfectly sealed, so I would consider him slightly would be open but new. And even on the box itself, you can see it has the Arc System exclusive bonus sticker, just to let you know. The bonus, oh my god, the bonus. Okay, and here he is fully assembled. Ooh, as you can tell, he is huge, massive. This is actually a 1/8 scale, and that's pretty common for male figures in general, so I was really excited to get him. Plus he has a fancy base, and he has some effect pieces, which is really cool. The sculpt itself is really nice, and I did a really great job. They did a really great job sculpting out Blazblue character's anatomy and the sculpt in general. I think it really translates well from 2D to 3D. And his cape or his coat jacket, fantastic work. The way it has so much momentum and the flow of the coat in general, I cannot believe this exists. I really wish maybe it'd be really cool if there was like a coat lining, but I mean, it's just that's just kind of wishful thinking. But overall, he has not a lot of colors, so his color scheme in general is green and black and a white shirt. The shading really helps define the coat, because it is just black in general, so it's nice to see how detailed it is. And you can see there's depth to the coat and not just black. And let's talk about the base. So the base is completely solid. I believe it's very hefty. I think maybe it's hollow inside, but if you look underneath, it's completely closed. So, and he's standing on sort of like a some tile of pavement that's been disrupted, and it's not just gray and distress in general. There's a bit of depth to the base itself. Like one is they're not completely leveled, and in the back the shading is actually a bit more red and warm, a warm gray, instead of just a gray and a bit of distress. I think they did a really good job with the base itself. This is definitely not a boring figure at all. There's a lot of things to look at, and the attention to detail. There's like gravel, small pieces of rocks underneath his legs where his shoes are, and the way the platforms are uneven looks really cool. And when you receive him, when I received him, the it's minimal assemble. I think you would only need to assemble the top effect piece, the effect dragon piece, and that connects to his back. And you can detach his head, and then we have 3 amazing different head pieces you can choose from. So we have the iconic Hazama look with his hat and his devious closed eyes look, and that's what it comes with. with additional where his hair is slicked back and his eyes are open. Very, very sharp, very good contrast, especially if you love Hazama. You can definitely choose which style you want to go for, and I was really, really excited to receive this. But the reason why I wanted the Arc System pre-order is it comes with the additional bonus head where he's not wearing a hat, his hair is down, and his eyes are open and so sharp. It's just with the perfect smirk. I love this head, the extra additional headpiece, and I had to. It just looks so good. You would think without the hat, you can't really. It doesn't feel like Hazama, but it does. His expression is just so perfect, and I'm not mad about missing the hat, even though I definitely like the hat. Kind of gives it a bit more depth in his overall appearance, but just I just love his hair down. Jeez, ooh, it's so good. My only gripe about the head in general is there's actually a seam line where his hair is, and if you looking at from the front view, you won't see it, but I definitely wish the head seam line wasn't that strong. I wish they did a little bit better job on that otherwise, but the shading on the hair, on the face and the eyes, I think it's absolutely perfect. It really nails down like his character, and his eyes are not black. His eyeliner, it's like a bit green, kind of matches with his hair and it's just it looks so good. I'm so happy to have Hazama in my collection. Also, I noticed that he's a little bit top heavy in the back, and I read from my figure collection, someone was selling him, but then the dragon head here was leaning a bit, and I'm maybe a bit scared of leaning just because he a bit top heavy, because one of the dragon effect pieces is attached to his back and he's leaning back, so there's a possibility of leaning. There could be. I also add in some B-rolls for comparison of what kind of size 1/8 male figures are. So first we have Hazama next to the 1/8 Reinforcer made by Kotobukiya. And that one, they look very similar size. I know Rin, he doesn't have like a crazy tall base, but overall, they are very similar size. And then next would be, here's Hazama next to St. Louis from Azure Lane by Alter, and Alter's been increasing their size of their 1/7 scale girls lately. I feel like most of Alter's 1/7 scale are 1/6 at this point, and you can see that St. Louis is slightly larger and tall, like but for a male figure, this is really, really amazing. This is one of those male figures that, you know, is definitely one of my favorites in general. And I kind of got into collecting figures by trying to get male figures, so I'm so happy to get my Blazblue. There's other Blazblue figures that I want, and that booth in general that I bought Hazama from I was kind of shocked by the amount of video game figures they had. They had Tales of figures, they had that crazy expensive Morgan from Darkstalkers figure that I wanted, but they wanted like $1,000 for that. But they had Azure Lane, they had all the really cool Fate figures that I normally don't see. Honkai Impact. I wish I took more. I took footage of that. I wish I took footage of that booth because I want to remember them. So next time if I do go to a con, I can like scope them out and see what they have, because their stock was really, really good. Like definitely the best one from the dealer's hall. Thanks you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me showing off, showcasing Hazama from Blazblue. I'm very excited to have in my collection. It's a dream come true to finally own one of your grails, and so far we have the Mitsusune Gunner figure, this grail number 1, grail number 2 Hazama, and the third grail Jacko. We'll see because she's probably the most expensive one that I would have to pay for, because she is so expensive now. Last time on eBay, I'm gonna show the listing here, but on eBay they have her completely new with the tissue wrapping and everything for a $980, $975. And as much as I want a brand new Jacko figure, I cannot justify paying almost $1,000 for her. So I'm gonna sit here and wait, because we not out here trying to spend $1,000 on a figure when you can get 2 for $500. Anyways, thanks you guys. See you soon. Bye.